transfers you can do permanent transfers, you can transfer to Australia, Mauritius, Malaysia, Singapore, and as of last year, December 4th, we opened a campus in Colombo, Sri Lanka. So there is a lot of mobility options that you can take advantage of. As a Curtin student, what you learn in Australia is what you learn in Dubai, and what you learn in Dubai is what you learn in Mauritius. One university, multiple campuses, you carry the pride everywhere. And if you have to know, or rather it's something that I would love for you all to know, is that 63% of students in Australia readily apply for Curtin because of its reputation. It's the largest university in Western Australia. I may be saying things, but if you want to revalidate it, you can always ask our favorite friend, Google. They will validate what they say, but at the same time, what we're trying to say is that if you choose Curtin, or when you choose Curtin, you just need to know that you'll be in safe hands. For all the students that would like to know about student life, as Mr. Dan rightly mentioned, apart from having the classes to attend that shapes your knowledge, we have a number of things that we offer to shape you as a person before you get ready for jobs. We have students that are entrepreneurs. As a student, if you take up 3 units, you'll be coming to the university thrice in a week, for maybe half a day each, and the rest of the week you have time to apply for internships, run your business, or look for other opportunities in the pursuit. I have at least 4 to 5 students interning in my department that study during the mornings and intern in the afternoons. You have that kind of flexibility to exploit and bring it to your advantage. We have a dedicated careers team, as rightly mentioned by Mr. Dan as well, that offers sessions on how to build your LinkedIn profile, how to build your CVs. They host mock interviews. They send applications for opportunities almost every single week. So there's a lot that will meet your eye when you come to the campus. Today is open day, so you're primarily seeing fellow students, potential students. But if you really want to explore, take it another step, we do have the opportunity for you to come and let us know which classes that you'd like to sit in, and we can have you access that class for a lecture, and you can attend it firsthand, experience it, feel for yourself, and assess if this is where you want to be. So on that note, I wish you all the best ahead. Just know that your future is going to be bright. For each and every one of you, your university is going to be the university experience, and we hope that at Curtin we can make it the most memorable one. So all the best once again. We have the team around until 3 p.m. so feel free to ask any questions you have until then.
Our rankings. Now, the UK is kind of obsessed with league tables and all of that, but it is important. If you're going to study for your undergraduate degree, and then maybe you want to go on to Stanford or Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Oxford, Cambridge, you need to have done your undergraduate degree at a top 400 university. That gives you preference when you go to one of the top 10 universities in the world. Well, Curtin is there. We're in the top 1% of all universities in the world. Depending on which league table you look at, we're 164th or 174th in the world, but we're top 200 in the entire world. We're number 11 in all of Australia, and in the last year that we were under 50 years of age, which was 2021, we were ranked 17th in the world of universities less than 50 years old. But it's not just the university ranking that matters. It also matters how good is your university at the subject you want to study, right? Well, for every single discipline that we teach here in Dubai, we're ranked in the top 400. 150 in hospitality and leisure, 250 in mechanical engineering, 400 in computer science and IT, 200 in psychology, and 200 in business. So, whether it's at the university level or the discipline level, you know you're going to one of the best universities in the world. We are the highest ranked Australian university operating in the UAE, and the second highest ranked university in Dubai overall. There's one higher ranked, but they cost twice as much, so take your choice. One thing that we are really proud of, though, is the QS STARS ranking. So where these rankings look very heavily at research output and things like that, the STARS ranking looks specifically at the things that you as students would be most interested in, or you as parents would be most interested in. So we were ranked 5 stars for teaching, employability after graduation, internationalization, research, facilities, inclusiveness, and innovation. We got 5-star rankings in so many categories. We were given the very coveted 5-star plus ranking by QS. We're one of just a handful of universities in Australia to have received 5-star plus. We are also, very proud to say, the most global or international university in the world. We have more international campuses than any other university on earth. So we've got, of course, our largest campus in Perth, Western Australia. We actually have 4 campuses in Western Australia in different parts of Perth and out in the outback. But we also have Curtin, Malaysia, Curtin, Singapore, Curtin, Colombo, and Curtin, Mauritius, along with Curtin, Dubai. The great thing about this is we're not separate entities. It's one Curtin University. So when you enroll at any campus, you're enrolled at all the campuses. So let's say that you start here and you decide, I'd really like to go and spend a term in Singapore and learn there. You pay your Dubai tuition, you go to Singapore. No extra tuition charges. All you do is cover your travel and accommodation. Okay? You can do that for one term. But let's say you decide, actually I'd like to start here, but then I'd like to finish in Australia to go to Perth, do your last 2 years there, you pay whatever the local tuition fees are, and if you do a 2-year, or 2 years of your 3-year bachelor's, or 2 years of a 4-year bachelor's, either one, you get 3 years of post-graduation work rights. And if you do there. Okay, now, you all know about the UAE, but I think it's important when you're considering, especially for your children, where do you want them to study? You want your kids to be safe. The UAE is the 2nd safest country in the world. Now, if you watch the news, you've probably seen a lot of the things that are going on in the UK, certainly in the US. If I had to pick where to send my child, well, I did. He's here, right? The UAE is a great place for that. And part of it is because we all get along. With all the different nationalities, we get along. The UAE has a minister of tolerance. And a good example of this was when my son was in secondary school. His school set a Guinness World Record for the most different nationalities singing the same song at the same time. They all got out on the football pitch and they sang the UAE national anthem. Just from his school, they had 194 different nationalities. Short of sending your kid to study at the UN, I don't think you're going to find a more international body than that. And of course, we all know that we've got the Minister of Happiness. There are only 3 countries on earth that have a Minister of Happiness. Here, Bhutan, and Costa Rica, right? So I think this is probably the best of the 3. Now, I grew up in the US, and people are always saying, oh, the US, the land of opportunity. Have you grown up there? I can tell you, that's rubbish. And it's not just my opinion from having lived through that. It is fact. If you look at the studies of how likely it is for somebody to move from one socioeconomic level to a higher one, it is harder in the US than almost any developed country in the world. It is much easier here in the UAE. This is the land of opportunity. Okay? Business setup in the UAE is some of the easiest in the world. And you've got all these free zones where you can set up 100% foreign ownership. You don't need any local sponsor. You get breaks on taxes, some regulatory easing, things like that. For example, you can set up at the Dubai International Financial Center. And let's say that you're going to primarily do business with people in the UK. You can actually set your business up and you can opt for UK law, or US law, or Australian law, or UAE secular law, or UAE Sharia law. You've got your choice. Where else in the world? Where's a student? 10 years, start a company, run a business, work for a business, live here, no sponsorship required. From our inception till today, every single Curtin Dubai student who has met the grade level required for a golden visa has received one. Okay, so we have many of our graduates running around with golden visas. Hopefully that will be you as well. Now, for the students, this may not seem so important to you. To the parents, no taxes, okay? The UAE is one of the very, very few places in the entire world where you do not have to pay income taxes on your earnings. What you earn is what you take home. That makes a huge difference. When I was living and working in the US in the state of California, if I totaled up all of the different taxes I had to pay, it came out to 82% of my income. Here it's zero. Your money goes a lot further here. And California is just as expensive to live as Dubai. Now, talk about range of opportunity. Let's just look at it objectively. Gross domestic product per person. UAE, 7th in the entire world. Oh, US is all the way down here. Which one looks like the land of opportunity? You can kind of ignore Ireland. They've got all the data centers there because they have low taxes. Excuse everything. Also, anything that you need is here. For example, people think, well, what if I need urgent medical care? Don't I want to be in the UK with the government-provided medical care, or the US, which is supposed to be the world's leading Everything's here. Dubai is set up as a healthcare hub for healthcare tourism. You can find the world's best doctors and the most cutting-edge equipment right here in Dubai. So really, everything you need is here. And hopefully, when it comes to education, everything you need is a Curtin Dubai. So we offer education to students from around the world, a lot of students from the Middle East, South and Southeast Asia. We have courses in business, engineering, IT, design, and psychology. We established this campus in 2017 with our foundation program and then our undergraduate program in 2018. And as you all remember, we had that unpleasantness of COVID. But even through COVID, we continued to grow. Last year, we crossed 1,000 students, which is an extremely fast rate of growth, especially considering the pandemic. We currently have 47,000 square feet of facilities, both here and at Silicon Oasis, and we're getting ready to expand that by about another 20,000 square feet for a dedicated design studio. We currently have students from over 90 different nationalities, so again, it's like living in the UN. We've got 20 different student clubs, and the great thing with our clubs is if there's not a club for what you're interested in, all you have to do is get 6 other students interested. You go to our student life officer and say, we'd like to start this club, and off you go. And I've already mentioned 100% of our students who are eligible receive their golden visas. Now, before I showed you the rankings for Curtin University globally, but I want to let you know the Dubai campus individually has also received a 5-star ranking. Our first year of eligibility, we then have job fairs. And we do this every year. We have job fairs here on campus where employers come in and literally hire students on the spot. We also do an international job fair with all of the other Curtin campuses where you get opportunities not just here in Dubai, but it operates a campus, including Australia. So you could be sitting here in Dubai talking to an employer in Australia, getting a job offer. And I'll hit this on the placement rate. We have a fantastic graduate placement rate. From the opening of the campus until now, until August 2024, the last time we ran a study, 95% of our graduates either got a job in their discipline or went on to further education within 6 months of graduation. This is the highest of any university in Dubai. Okay. We're very proud of that. And you can see how it breaks out based on your discipline. So engineering a little bit tougher, humanities really easy. So you can see how that works out. How do we achieve this? We've got this great careers hub. And one of the big things that we do for all of our students is help you get internships. And that's why from the opening of the campus till today, 100% of our students who have gone through the internship process have received an internship. Okay? Find another university in Dubai that's got a 100% internship. You won't. But that's what drives our great placement. He is the CEO of Fine Hygienic Holdings, which is the largest fast-moving consumer goods company in the Middle East. And he's also a former Olympic track coach who has coached gold medal winners. You want somebody who knows a little bit about success. You're not looking to be an academic, right? You're not trying to get a PhD and teach at university. Again, it's about setting yourself apart. The ones that are normally externally licensed, so like accounting with ACCA or CPA or finance with CFA, that kind of thing. Now, the great thing about our Bachelor of Commerce is we offer double majors. So for example, accounting and finance, you can do both of them together, get exemptions for ACCA and CFA. Graduate as a double threat, increase your job opportunities. And doing a double major does not cost any more. It doesn't require any more classes. It doesn't take any longer to graduate. So if you're going to spend the same amount of time and money, why not get the double degree?